KCBS, San Francisco.
It's time for Night Moves with Ruby Petersen on News 74 KCBS. We're taking calls at 800-228-5227. That's 800-228-KCBS. And now, here's Ruby.
Good morning. It's almost 1:08 on Thursday morning, July 2nd, 1987. I am Ruby Petersen, and I had the pleasure of being here this morning with Mr. Eddy Strange, who is a comedian. Is that how you want to be labeled? Comic, comedian, humorist, historian?
I'm a funny guy. You know, I get up in front of a lot of people, and I make them laugh, and I make a couple of bucks.
Your life's work.
And I feel very lucky.
Did you go to school for this, Eddy?
I went to West Point.
Oh yes, there's a lot of laughs at West Point.
So yeah, real light, airy place.
How do you get to resign from West Point? I mean, once you start, don't you have to stay in?
Technically, you don't owe the Army anything until you sit in your first class of what would be your junior year. Oh. So you have a little over 2 years
to figure it out.
To resign if you. This is the way it was when I went there. I was there in 75 to 77.
So after the junior year, then if you want to get out,
incur a commitment.
Yeah. So if you want to get out,
3 to 4 years, and if you graduate, you owe them 5.
Okay. Or you start wearing a dress. Yeah, I don't know. It worked for Jamie Farr. Well, actually, it didn't work for Jamie Farr. They didn't care about that in the least. And call in your joke at 800-228-5227, 800-228-KCBS. Let's go to Rick in Santa Rosa. Rick, I'm Ruby with Eddy, and you're on KCBS.
Hi, Ruby. Hi, Eddy.
Good morning.
I got 2 of them.
Oh, good. Yeah, Eddy, what we do when we get 2, we give them the benefit of whichever one seems funnier to us.
All right.
So, okay.
Now, the first one was a golfing joke. There was this golfer who was fanatic about playing golf. So on Saturday, he decided to go play golf with some friends, and his wife said to him, he said, now be sure you're home by 5. We're going to your boss's for dinner. So sure enough, 5 o'clock he didn't show up. 6 o'clock he didn't show up. 8 o'clock he finally drags in the door. And he says, dear, I know you're angry, but let me tell you, it just was not my day today. And she says, first of all, on the first hole, I bet my favorite golf club. Says on the second hole, I lost my wheel on my golf cart. And on the third hole, George had a heart attack. So all day long it was hit the ball, drag George, hit the ball, drag George.
I've heard that before, but I like it.
But well told.
That's good, Rick. Yes.
Second one is, this man was, his doctor told him, he says, you only have a week to live. So he says to his wife, he says, quick, dear, he says, take my checking account, my savings account, my stocks and bonds, cash them all in, take the money, put it in a bag, put them upstairs, and I'll pick it up on my way out. So after he died, his wife went upstairs, and the bag was still there, and she goes, oh, darn, I knew I should have put it in the basement.
Hit the ball, drag George.
Hit the ball, drag George. I feel like it's another McDonald's box joke. Well, I don't know, Eddy. I think we should judge the first joke.
I agree wholeheartedly.
You think that's it? Yeah. Okay. You want to give your score first?
I give it a 5.
Yeah, that's good.
And well told, and I think that's a good standard for your. If you figure 5 is average,
yeah,
that's a very good joke.
I'm going to give it a 7 because I just laughed. You know, it made me laugh, and you know, what the heck? It's my show. So okay, so you've got a 12, Rick, double digits. This is the big time. Thanks for calling. We'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We are doing joke judging this morning on Night Moves on KCBS. So phone in your jokes. They need to be clean, of course. It has to be something we can broadcast. No body parts or inferences thereof. And no put-downs of groups. And that includes Jewish American princesses and lawyers. So let's go to Jim in San Mateo. Jim, I'm Ruby with Eddy, and you're on KCBS.
Hi, Ruby and Eddy.
Hi, how you doing?
First of all, I have 2 cats, and they're very well behaved. They don't destroy anything.
Well, you know what? It's because you're a good person, Jim.
Yeah, okay.
Because you know how to handle cats, and you've trained them well. You know, I realize it's the human being in charge. I know that.
Or they have trained you well.
I guess they have.
That's right. Jim has a low standard, has very low or high tolerance.
Sometimes you have to have high tolerance with cats, but
I guess.
pretty good.
Does it whine and make weird sounds?
No, they mew a lot, though.
Well, this one would go. I mean, there's nothing.
Cats are more temperamental than other cats, too. These are very docile cats.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
They're on drugs. Okay.
No.
That's all right. It's okay with me.
Just a lot of cow can.
Oh. Okay. Now, what's your joke this morning, Jim?
Well, this plane is going to crash, you see. and there are 5 passengers and only 4 parachutes. So they're trying to decide who's going to get the parachutes. Well, first Jerry Ford comes up and he says, well, hey, they might need me again. I need a parachute. So they give him a parachute and he jumps. And then Jimmy Carter says, well, look, I was president too. They might need me again, so I need a parachute. So they give him a parachute and he jumps. Henry Kissinger says, hey, I'm the smartest man alive. I need a parachute. So they give him a parachute. He jumps. Now there's a hippie and a priest left. And the priest says to the hippie, you go first. I've been around longer. I'm sorry there's only one more parachute. And the hippie says, that's okay, Father. I just gave my knapsack to the smartest man alive, so there's still 2 parachutes left.
Oh, Jim, that's great. Oh, cute. Well, Eddie's nose is quivering, so he must have liked it.
I like that a lot. I will give that an 8.
Ooh, good. Yeah, and delivery was good too. Yeah, I'll give it an 8 as well. So you just jumped right up there.
You made me laugh.
For me, that's the joke to beat.
Yeah, so far, that's right. Jim, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Right.
And keep listening. You could be a winner.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Oh, that was nice. Our number here is 800-228-5227, 800-228-KCBS. You realize, Eddie, we're performing a public service here. We're actually letting jokes out into the atmosphere that you could tell your mother. And you could even, maybe tell your grandmother if she can still hear. I mean, this is something you don't get.
Well, this is something you can take to work with you in the morning.
That's right. Yeah, it's better than those salesman jokes where you have to stand around and jingle coins in your pocket. It makes me crazy. Okay, if you're calling from Los Angeles, we've got a prize for you. 415-765-4079. That also includes San Diego and all these other places down there, Long Beach, Las Vegas, Arizona, wherever you may be. We're judging jokes this morning, and right now we're going to go to Dave in Oakland. Dave, I'm Ruby with Eddy Strange, and you're on KCBS.
Yeah, hi, Ruby.
Good morning.
Oh, I have a joke. It's this lion is walking through the jungle, and he's feeling real tough. And he sees this leopard, and he goes up to the leopard, and he goes, "Roar! Who's king of the forest?" And the leopard says, "Oh, you are, almighty one." And the lion slaps the leopard and says, "That's right. Don't forget it." And he goes a little further in the jungle, and he sees this rhinoceros, and he goes, "Roar! Who's king of the forest?" And the rhinoceros says, "Oh, you are, oh master." And he says, "That's right, don't forget it." And he goes a little further and he sees this bull elephant, and he goes, "Who's king of the forest?" And the elephant grabs him by the leg, slaps him on one side of him, slams him down on the ground on the other, and just stomps him into the ground. The lion gets up and says, "Gee, you didn't have to get so mad just because you didn't know the answer."
Okay, well, you're going to lose, just 1 point, Dave, because you blew out the control board here.
Oh,
But I give you the point back for enthusiasm, so don't
there you
worry
go.
about
So it's all averaging out, which is very important. That's funny. That's cute. Well, what do you think, Eddie?
it. I'll give that a 6.
Oh, very good. Good for you. Yeah, and I think that's a 6 for me, too. That was, it was good. Delivery was okay.
And we aren't really judging delivery, but I mean, it takes that to get the joke across.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll take every point I could get with it.
That's right.
I like the slight Burt Lahr influence,
Burt Lahr, Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
Kind of a Burt. That's I got a little bit of Clint Eastwood in that too.
Really?
What if Clint Eastwood had been in The Wizard of Oz?
That's right.
I think it would have gone something like this. Go ahead, Dorothy. Make my day. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Eddie. It's very a little impromptu stuff from Eddy Strange.